World 101 back for my predictions for 2017. Yes, guys, I know it's early. Um, it's very early, as a matter of fact. It's just a for fun thing. What I think will happen, what I think we'll do. Let's say everything comes true, and the Cubs and Indians go to the World Series, and the Cubs win the World Series. You'll see what my predictions will be for that. Just a little for fun video, so please don't discriminate. Just fun, interesting, kind of a little fantasy thing, I guess you could say. But here's what I think the standings will be, starting with the NL East. You get the Washington Nationals winning the division. Their pitching will come back healthy. They'll even compete for a World Series this year. So you get the Nationals winning that division. You get the Marlins in second. I know the absence of Jose Fernandez kind of makes them a little weak, but I think they'll go in free agency hard and get some pretty good pitching. Get also a little bit more offense, and they'll just hit second and just be really, really up there with the Washington Nationals. They'll definitely at least compete for a playoff spot, if not make the playoffs. I just think that it'll be a redemption year for them. They'll losing Jose Fernandez will still be in their hearts, and they'll be playing to try to win a World Series for Jose Fernandez. Phillies will be much better. They would have improved 2 spots. Or 1 spot. The Braves were in last. What am I saying? But yeah, with youth, like I said, youth youth and time mixed together makes everybody better. I like that kind of rhyme. But yeah, I think the Phillies will most definitely be in third place. Will they compete for a playoff spot? No, not quite. Maybe 2018, 2019 for sure. Yeah. The Mets will fall back. They'll falter back to 4th. They'll lose some people with free agency, just lose some people in general, and they'll just fall back into 4th place, finish 5 games under 500. Yeah, it'll just be terrible. The Braves, of course, will be terrible. They'll only hold on to Matt Kemp. They won't hold on to a whole lot. They'll lose a whole lot. Yeah. So that was the East. It's now time for the Central. Of course, like I said, let's say my predictions come true and the Cubs win the World Series. They will be the defending World Series champs. So they're going to win the division again, run away with it. Pretty easy. Yeah. The Pirates will be better. How much better? Not much. They'll be better than the Cardinals. That'll be it, pretty much. Will they compete for a wild card? I don't know. That's up in the air. You never know. That's the thing with the Pirates. You never know what you'll get out of them. You'll get either a playoff run or a bit of an epic disaster. It depends with the Pirates. The Cardinals will just not be as good. They'll start faltering slowly, and they'll just finish in 3rd place. And then the rest pretty much stays the same. You got the Brewers finishing in 4th. They just won't be very competitive. Chris Carter, of course, will have another 40 homer season. Excuse me. Ryan Braun will be gone. They'll get rid of Ryan Braun. About time. Then you got the Reds, who will just absolutely lose. I'm predicting the Reds in 2017 to lose 105 games. They just will not be getting any better. Their talent stinks. Their team stinks sometimes. Well, their talent doesn't stink. It's just some of their... I think their manager stinks. They got some good talent. Adam Duvall's great. Billy Hamilton's obviously overrated, but he's pretty good. You'll still have Votto, unfortunately. Not a Reds hater. I'm just saying they just won't be very good still. It's still in a rebuilding process for the Reds. So that's the American League. That's the National League Central. Then you got here's the interesting one. You got the National League West. I'm predicting the Rockies, like I said, to have been a force to be reckoned with. I think they'll barely walk away with the division. With Trevor Story coming back, and then you got Nolan Arenado hitting 40 homers. They go out and get pitching in free agency. DJ LeMahieu is a pretty good player. They managed to still hold on to Carlos Gonzalez. Yeah. They get some pretty good pitching. Like I said, they could compete for a long playoff run. The Dodgers will finish second. Obviously, it'd be another failure season for them in the playoffs, though. Unfortunately, unless they can get a little bit more better pitching. With the loss of Zach Greinke, it's going to kill the Dodgers like it has like it pretty much will this year. But yeah, third, I got the Diamondbacks. I see them getting a little better offensively, especially. I see them getting maybe a solid number 2 to back up Greinke in their rotation. So they'll finish at third. Fourth will go to the Giants. They're just, you seen how bad they've been as of late. It's been quite a shocker to me that, especially on an even year, that they barely make the playoffs if they even. But 2017, they just will not be good at all. Hardly good to be honest with you. Then you get the Padres, who will of course be terrible. That was the National League standings, the National League standings. Stay tuned for the American League standings. Okay, guys, so the American League. This is, like I said, for fun. Don't discriminate. I see the Yankees coming back to being the Yankees of what we're normally used to seeing from the Yankees. I see them running away with the division and bringing a pretty good competitive team. Knowing the Yankees, they got money, so of course they'll go out and get free agents, and they'll be a lot better. A lot better. I see the Blue Jays finishing in second wild card spot, maybe first wild card spot. I don't know yet. We will see what happens. But yeah, maybe even fall out of the playoffs. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. But yeah. Then you got the Red Sox finishing third. They'll just they'll be the Red Sox. They'll unfortunately barely miss the playoffs with the loss of Drew Pomeranz to free agency and the loss to of David Ortiz to retirement. It won't be as good. The Orioles just have no pitching at all. Just none. That will be their downfall in the postseason this year. 2017, they won't even qualify for the playoffs. Then, of course, the Rays will be in last. Typical thing. Nothing new there. Then you got the Indians. They'll walk away with that division again. If my predictions come true, they'll be the defending American League champs. They'll have just an awesome season. Looking out for vengeance, trying to win themselves a World Series. So, yeah. The Tigers, possibly a wild card team. Probably not, to be honest. They'll be almost the exact same as next year. They'll probably fall very short of the wild card. Yeah. The White Sox will be better if they can get healthy James Shields back. Everything will be all right for them. I see the Twins finishing in fourth. They just won't be as bad. Like I said, youth progresses slowly most of the time. So they'll progress very slowly. And the Royals, they shocked me this year with their third place finish. They'll just fall back and be the Royals of old and finish in last place. And then you got the AL West. I see my Astros getting vengeance, and I'm not being biased. I'm just speaking the truth. Getting vengeance, just being awesome, a dominating baseball team at the top of the AL West. I see them going out, getting the right pieces they need to fix their team, and if 2017's prediction is true, the Astros are predicted to win the World Series in 2017 by Sports Illustrated and other sources, and a few other sources. But yeah, so they win the division. Rangers finished second. I'm thinking they'll probably win the first wild card spot. They won't finish in second by much. Maybe a game and a half. They'll have to see what happens on that. The Angels will finish in third. They'll be much better than they have been. They'll make some upgrades. They'll unfortunately feel just shy of the wild card. Mariners just the Mariners, like I said, in my opinion, have been a fluke. That they're even in second in the AL West right now. So yeah, and then the A's will just be horrendous as always. So yeah, those are my predictions.